Alright, what's up y'all? Welcome back to Let's Play Hiveswap Friendsim for the third time. My third playthrough of Hiveswap Friendsim, in which instead of playing by myself or sending photos to a friend, I'm making a commentary YouTube series out of it. And this is the last episode. This is also probably the shortest episode because it's just the epilogue. Potential spoiler warning for Homestuck proper, this game, Pesterquest, Hiveswap. I'm recording this like an hour after I finish the other one. Still haven't finished Act 2. Maybe I'll do that between episodes. Character voices may be inconsistent. I don't know fancy audio stuff, so I can't do cool effects on Doc Scratch's voice. And yeah, we've made it. This is the last one. Like I said, I'm actually, right here, right now, let's talk about Pesterquest. So I am going to do a Hiveswap Act 1 playthrough. I'm going to split it into 2 to 3 episodes. If I do 2, it'll be my regular Wednesday, Friday upload schedule. If I do 3, I will do a Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday uploads. We'll find out. I still have to record it. The Nikki flash forward video will come eventually. I think I want to take a little bit of a break. I just downloaded the unofficial Homestuck browser. You should go download the unofficial Homestuck browser because Flash is dead. So my computer has a bunch of stuff on it. I'm probably going to uninstall Friendsim for a little while. Not because I hate Friendsim, just because I need the space on my computer. And I'm actually installing a new hard drive tonight. But Pesterquest may look a little bit different. I will probably have a similar intro, but I can't say for the third time because I've only played parts of Pesterquest. Some of it I've played twice before, some of it I've only played once, so saying it's my third playthrough would be false. The thumbnails might look a little bit different. I'm going to see if I can mess around with some sprites and some editing, make them a little bit more recognizable based on what route we're doing. It was suggested to me that I make my videos shorter, so I may also be splitting routes into multiple parts. I still have to decide on that. I kind of like just being able to sit down and do it all at once. If you have opinions, feel free to let me know. Hiveswap will take a little bit to play through. And I might take a break after Hiveswap Act 1 to get Pesterquest up and running. I make my thumbnails in advance, so I have to make all my thumbnails, a whole bunch of stuff. I don't make them that far in advance. I made them in batches for this series. I think I've stated before, I will also make the trigger warnings a little bit, especially because Pesterquest deals with some more severe topics and a lot more on-screen death. Before I open a route, I will be opening the trigger warnings page and, probably leaving notes on the videos of timestamps once I have those because once I've recorded. I will also likely be, I'm going to put less pressure on myself to add on-screen jokes. That's not going to change a whole lot for you guys, but it does make a difference for me. I think that's about it. If I have anything else, I'll add them in the Hiveswap videos. Yes, for a second I forgot what I was talking about. So let's dive into the last episode, shall we? Holy shit, right? And since I have the epilogue button open, I'm just gonna I'm not gonna go through the... Do you want to understand? Fine. Oh, I don't know how to be pretentious. Of course you do. Your sort of creature always does. You're worn out. Last night was... Well, sure, it was something. You lived, probably. You learned, definitely. You made choices. You had to. And after all this time, here you still are. So after a day of recuperation from ragers and houses of horror, you're out walking the streets of the place you may as well start calling home. You changed out of your party gear, opting for your old hoodie on standby. If it's the mood you're in. You're not really looking to meet anyone new tonight. Well, you wouldn't say no, probably, but you're not jonesing for it. Only a little. It's complicated. After an indeterminate amount of minutes of aimless walking, you look around at where you ended up. You seem to have wandered into a dirt pile. Oh, you know this dirt pile. It's Fozzer's corpse field. How did you get here, you wonder? You're pretty sure you were just on the other side of the city with no particular desire to come anywhere near here. Doc Scratch is an asshole. It's probably fine. Just your deep, innate bro-honing skills taking over your goddamn body. Just little friendship things. You look around for your pal, Fozzer, peeking down into a few of the deeper holes. You might as well say hello since you're here and all. Holy shit, that... Again? Curiosity killed the cat, but you've definitely got more than 9 lives. So you shrug and slide not gracefully down into the shiny hole. Fozzer is nowhere to be found, but there is a window down here. It's almost completely unearthed and doesn't take much effort to free it the rest of the way. Actually, we're going to pause here. I just had another thought, which is that I do want to start doing Stardew Valley streams. There's no endings in this one, so we're just going to pause here for a second. Well, there's only one ending. So 1.5 update, the 1.5 update came out recently, as you probably know because I've stated that I'm recording these on New Year's Eve. So I want to do a beach farm, and I thought that would be kind of fun. I might not do streams. I'll say it. I might not do streams. Streams are kind of hard for me to keep up with, especially because I'm supposed to be taking classes next semester. Supposed to be. And I may start a new job at some point. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. I haven't thought about it. If I end up not doing streams, if I have a consistent spot in my schedule, I will try my best to do streams. If I don't, or if that, consistent spot ends up being, in a weird point in the afternoon, or I wouldn't have enough time that I feel it would be sufficient to do an entertaining stream, I will do just videos. Just little videos. Probably not super long. I'd probably aim for about half an hour. And I'd be jade because the way that the farms are now saved, I think I could do a second jade. Second because my main farm is also jade, but it's just standard farm. So yeah, probably not streams. And once I get that started, I'll have another project dropping very shortly after. You'll see. You'll see when we get there. Anyway, let's finish this epilogue. At first, you think it might be cool, some cool new trash you could make art with, but when you look closer, you reconsider. There's a whole ass room you can see through the pane of glass lying at your feet. That's weird. Weirdness isn't typically a deterrent for you. But usually there's at least some causational coherence. Doors are in walls, and walls surround rooms. You aren't used to finding parlors in ditches. Is there a latch or something? Should you do a polite little knock? There might be friends in there. Damn, you could really go after some friends right now. Is there a protocol for approaching ditch wind? Allow me to stop you there. I have a time as big as a void, but even my patience has limits. Fun is fun, but this frivolous navel gazing is no longer necessary. Coming from behind the shadow of that narrative text, it's very hard, so very hard to see your face. There they are! You aren't sure where you are, and it's unsurprisingly a little nerve-wracking. You look over your shoulder at the window you guess you just fucking came on through. Can we turn up the music? Is there music yet? I do love that music. The Alternian sky is framed by the edge of your dirt hole, and the knot in your stomach loosens a bit. Hopefully that means this is a two-way portal. Ah, fuck you. You turn to look at your surroundings, and oh, there's someone here. The guy you just heard, you assume. He doesn't look like any of the other aliens you've met. I'm so glad they put it on a background you can actually fucking see. Even though I have shitty eyes. I actually don't really like white text on dark backgrounds that much. I do it for Discord because Discord light looks fucking weird and Discord doesn't use black, they use gray. So gray is fine, but white text on a black background makes my eyes weird. And the text like glows. So I'm gonna have to take a break from the computer screen after this read, I just realized. Oh, I'm not an alien. Oh, no more than us, and any of us are alien to each other. In fact, nothing is alien to me. The root concept behind that term is alienation, being forced from that which is natural. Nothing is unnatural to me. I look upon all realities as equally inviting and approachable. It's you, my dear, who are out of place. I could see that even if I was not omniscient, which I am. Okay, so not an alien. With no horns or a cast sign, no, he's definitely not a troll. Whoever he is, he seems to be white. Just really white. And round. And his outfit is admittedly kind of dope. Given that, the green shirt's a look. I think it'd look better on Jade, though. Looking at him really ramps up your friend thirst. He just got this quality about him that you've got to get with. You take a step towards him almost without thinking about it. Oh, my apologies. That compulsion's become extraneous. Let me take care of it for you. He snaps his fingers and your knees buckle. The force of the universe presses down on you like a G-force. Getting away from me. You blink and somehow he's there immediately, arms outstretched to catch you as you fall. He steers you to a chaise lounge and drapes you weakly onto it. Please have a seat. The emotional transition might be a tad uncomfortable, but I know you've handled worse. You're quite the soldier. Allow me to be the first to say that I'm quite pleased with your work. I knew exactly what you were going to do, of course. And most of your work was, in fact, my work. Regardless, congratulations are in order. What is this guy talking about? Your work? You try to parse what he's saying, but your body is still shaking from whatever he just did to you, and it's hard to think in here. You suddenly, sharply, don't feel friendly toward him at all anymore. Or toward anyone. The void left by that feeling is a freshly gaping horror. It's like who you thought you were caved in itself. The black hole of personality eating up your body from the inside. There are people coming home soon. I'm going to go close the door real quick. Door's closed. You try to pull your shit together. He seems like he means business. This is no time to lose it, no matter if your sense of self is shattering. When you truly reflect on yourself, you surely can't with any honesty claim to believe any of this was by your own making. Crash landing on a hostile alien world, surviving the impact, dragging around a half-broken body, and somehow not immediately being eaten by the local fauna. You're the reason local fauna is like that, you asshole. Did you learn an alien language just by thinking about it very, very hard? Right. Malik said something about that. That you were speaking perfect Alternian. It was kind of weird, but you just accepted it for no good reason. That's your whole deal. Your friends all accepted your quirks. That's what friends do. You say it to convince yourself as much as to prove it to him. So many trolls, so many fascinating aliens, and all of them wanted to know you. Did you really think that you managed that on your own, Laurels? I'm very funny, excuse you. Were they all drawn to an indefinable something, a je ne sais quoi? That's actually wrong, I found out. I looked at the wiki. Well, yeah. You had this whole emotional arc, you got self-confidence, you grew as a person and helped others to grow. The white text guy doesn't make any expressions, but you get the sense he's looking at you pityingly. I find you sweet, honestly I do. I don't intend to cause emotional injury, I'm just telling you the truth. And never lie, you'll find. Isn't like you don't have admirable qualities on your own, of course. You've made quite the valuable vessel for me, and I appreciate that very much. I could not have done it without you. I'm only joking. I absolutely could have done it without you. It's just infinitely more fun to do these things together, is it not? That's kind of the point of this series, actually. What things? What did he do? What did you do? You hope you didn't do something that would fuck over all your friends. Though, when you try to think about them now, the bonds you felt before come up all twisted without the artificial friendship drive he'd given you pushing you forward. You're not even sure what those memories are supposed to feel like. You close your eyes and breathe. You try to remember the way Polipa touched your face after you touched hers, her claws trailing down your cheeks. How Tyzeus slept, trusting as you kept watch. How Tagora gave you a chance when he saw something in you you didn't even see in yourself. How, not that long ago, you got the chitter handle of an extremely friendly Jade Blood boy. These ones are like a memory of warmth to you now, blurry, cold, and out of reach. Was all of that nothing? Your heart is a chasm. Don't worry about it. I simply needed some dots connected, some pieces in place for my next move. Choose whatever metaphor suits you. Whatever way you frame it, because of you, everyone will soon be in their right place. Shit, what have you done? Your head starts to spin and you think you might cry, so you pull your hood up over your head to block out the harsh green of the room. Hello, I'm back. People came home. You try to imagine it still smells a little like that, like it doesn't smell like anything, really, but you remember what it smelled like at first, and you hold on to that. was real. You tell yourself your friends were real, and what you felt for them and with them was real too. You're so afraid for them, and as guilty as you feel for craving it, the fear just makes you need those feelings you felt before even more. You're clawing desperately for the euphoria of caring, of being cared for. Who cares? Your hand was forced. You felt it, and it still matters. You remember how you felt watching Trixie perform, bathed in light and righteous anger, and also how you drunkenly kissed her later. Oh, no, that's not right. That didn't happen, except you still remember how hungover you were the next day. Don't do that to me, Doc Scratch. Just when you started making sense of things, the whole fucking world shifts under your feet again. You just can't keep up with all this moving real estate in your brain. Oh yes, all of the resets, annoying but necessary. You were just indescribably bad at keeping yourself alive and in one piece, and you weren't quite as adept at befriending aliens to start out with. My division was necessary to keep you on the right path. Time and space mean very little to me, but I had to move quickly and again repeatedly. Swipes of incriminating note-taking here, befriend and impress a young upstart there, anger at a collar bear, inspire some bandits, you know how it is. You have to throw the temporal spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks. I'm sure if you look back, you'll be able to see the traces of my deft touch. Just imagine every time I just stop. Imagine just looking at the camera and just fuck. I have tea again. I made a second mug. So if your memories may have slipped through the cracks here and there, timelines tend to collapse in on each other if you aren't careful. Well, maybe you should have been better at your fucking job. Your ability to mentally withstand such an event, and so often, is a testament to my acumen in choosing you for the task. You almost even caught on a few times, which I must say I was not expecting. You almost listened to the silly little girl who likes to dress up in big coats and cause me trouble. And as always, some bystanders end up caught in the crossfire. One with the shovel, for instance. I doubt his mind will ever be the same. A pity. You sit up straighter and clench your hands into fists. Of course. Over the course of his pompous monologuing, you've moved past fear and grief and onto deep, globe-chafing rage. Love the troll words. I almost opened Chrome to look for something, but Chrome would open up on the wrong screen. How dare you do this to your mind, to your friends' lives? What was so important that one white orb asshole had to fuck with the destinies of everyone you've grown to care about? There are answers out there and you deserve them, and so you demand them. Adorable. Yikes. You shift on the chaise lounge just to better hide your famous legs from this creepy round fucker. Oh, calm down. All of you and your adherence to societal expectations and archetypes. Perhaps one day you could just learn to take a compliment. Besides, I was being condescending. Asshole. So you demand answers. He sighs theatrically. You aren't sure where the noise is coming from? He doesn't have a mouth. How is he even talking? How the fuck does anything work at all? Hemisphere reader says fuck. I knew you would, but I find explaining myself incredibly tedious. Suffice it to say, I am a man with many boards and fields of play, and although there are countless ways to move the players around those boards, some are doubtlessly more entertaining than others. You are simply one pawn among many. I won't bore you with the details. Doubtless you are aware of the greater contextual framework of this story. The hell you are. You aren't aware of jack shit. Your head is full of question marks. Hey, you haven't talked about Claire in a while. I made a Claire meme with this line. Oh, of course. How thoughtless of me. See, yet another unfortunate side effect of the limitless conversing with the narratively limited. He taps a thumb and forefinger to his orb. Perhaps it would suit you better to understand gradually. And when I say gradually, please understand that I mean it. You won't be leaving. But yes, I do believe this will clarify some things for you. This way, please. He opens a door and gestures inside. There's light coming from in there, but it still gives off the vibe of a dark closet door in an unfamiliar bedroom at 3 a.m. You're afraid, yeah, but you want to understand even more. You stand up and take a step, conscious of the movement of the muscles in your legs. With the rosy sheen of your friendship, hypnosis, or whatever the fuck he did to you gone, the sensation of moving your own body feels heightened. Important. Yours. There's probably a version of you that would try to turn him down, or that would fight, or run, or take a nap on this surprisingly comfortable piece of antique furniture. You even consider rushing back to say goodbye to somebody, anybody at least. You know there isn't time to click through all that bullshit. Those tributaries flicker in your mental periphery so you tangibly you can almost see yourself choosing one, but you'll pull your focus back to the present and look him right in the orb. You just have to trust they'll remember you, because the you you've become after this journey, after all this friendship and growth and death and time, that you needs to understand. You owe it to your friends, but even more, you owe it to yourself. You found your river, and you're going to see where it leads. So you follow him. Sit here, please. In the interest of expediency, I will leave you to your own devices while I go deal with an unexpected but entirely unwanted guest. It shouldn't be too hard to parse out the truth on your own. All you need to do is read a brief webcomic. Oh fuck, it opened Chrome. I forgot. No, I'm gonna lose my spot if this loads. Oh, it loaded my spot. Oh no, it didn't. I was somewhere else. So yeah, that's all of Hiveswap Friendsim. I finished my 3rd playthrough of Hiveswap Friendsim. Thanks for coming along on the ride. Flash dies either today or in 12 days. I've heard conflicting information, so go download the unofficial Homestuck browser and the Slow Replacement project, both of which I will link in a pinned comment, along with my fanfic. I will be back with a Hiveswap Act 1 playthrough in however long it takes me. If it takes longer than I thought, I'll make an update video. After that, we'll be on to Pesterquest, and so on. I hope you've enjoyed my series. I hope I'll see you in the next one, and have a great day. Bye!